Peace, fam. What's up? I'm not about to play with this phone. Technology been tripping. Mercury retrograde is starting, I think, on the 23rd. So it's been a little like the energy must have been going on because I've been waiting. I just got off the phone with customer service for my card because I've been waiting for it to come 2 months now. They've been sending it to my old address. I found that out today because yesterday they told me they sent the card again on the 1st of this month, August. Today, like the 20th, the 19th or the 20th. I still haven't gotten the card. I got a letter in the mail yesterday that they updated my address, and that was sent out on the 12th of August. So I called them today, like, what's going on? If I got this on the 12th, and if I got this that y'all sent on the 12th, and today's like the 19th or the 20th, what is today? Because I need to know what today is. It's 12/12. It's 12/12. It's the 20th. Today is the 20th. Um, it's 12/12 in the afternoon. But if I got sent um the card on the 12th and it's 12/12, see, so it's be the synchronicities, like, it's wild. But if I got sent the card on the 12th, I mean the notice that y'all updated my address on the 12th and y'all sent the card on the 1st, why do I not have the card? And then on top of that, why are y'all charging me late fees for a card that I never got? Like, what's the problem? Something wrong. So thankfully I didn't get irate or nothing. I'm getting myself together. I didn't, act like one of those customers that I know from personal experience doing customer service for years. They act a fool and think that's gonna get them a difference. I didn't act like that. I was doing my best to be professional, and I got emotional because it's like, how y'all gonna charge me for something that I don't have? You can see that the card is not activated. How you charging me late fees for something that I never got? And why are y'all still sending it to my old address if y'all updated my address? So this would be, they said that they updated it on outside of an account, but not on the inside. Well, however the system go. So the lady, I had to speak to a manager. And I spoke to two managers. The first manager, the dude got me to the manager. I couldn't understand. The phone was doing some stuff, Mercury retrograde. So I told him, if you can call me back. I waited like a minute because I'm not patient. He didn't call me back, so I called them right back. And I got a lady the second time, and she was trying to tell me some stuff, and I had to cut her off and explain to her, lady, you not understanding. She looking at my other account with them. I'm like, lady, I'm not late on nothing with that account. I'm not even talking about that account. I'm talking about this account. And she was like, oh, okay, now I see what you're saying. And that's the problem. They updated my information on one account and not the new account. The whole point and reason why I called was for them to update the address on the new account because this is a new card. Y'all sending me a new card. Why wouldn't you update the address on the card that you're going to send to me if but that is done. That is done. Thank God. It better come on time. Source, please don't. I don't need no more lessons with this. Just let it come. I cleared it up and I was on my best behavior. So I don't want another lesson. I don't want another lesson with that. I really don't, y'all. But I was just sitting here thinking, that's not even why I got on here to talk. I was sitting here thinking about I called the doctor's office. It's just an update. Call to give you an update. Called the doctor's office Friday. Today is Sunday. I called the doctor's office Friday to see if they got my labs, and it was like, no, they haven't gotten it yet. So I was like, shit, maybe I guess it will take 2 weeks. But the last time when I went, they had my labs the next week. So I don't know. I don't know. But everything is different. Nothing has to stay the same. That's another thing. Too. I just got done saging the house because last night, like, my sleep pattern's been off, but it's always like that. I am a night owl. Like, I get real creative at nighttime. So it is what it is. But last night I went to sleep at like 12 something. I was like, we gonna sleep early. I got things done. We cleaned up, washed the dishes. Eli went, took his shower and stuff. And and Eli went took his shower and brushed his teeth, and he went back in his room, and he cleaned his all his toys up in his room, and he went to lay down. After he cleaned up his no, he was cleaning up his toys when I went to lay down, and I was gonna get up and go do our affirmations and turn off his light and have him put on the projector so he can just go to sleep. But child, I was so tired. Like my head was like hurting and I was sleepy because I haven't been getting enough sleep. I've been up working on stuff, trying to get things done. And, and then so I fell asleep. I knew I was gonna go to sleep and I was like, I turned my lamp off and I went to sleep. As soon as I laid down, I went to sleep. I didn't even worry about telling Eli, turn the TV off. None of that. I just went to sleep. So I don't know what time he went to sleep. But I went to sleep a little after 12. A little before 1 o'clock after 12. And I woke up a couple times and Eli, I guess he had a nightmare. Like I woke up before he had the nightmare. I woke up and I turned the TV off and I put the projector on. And then I went back in my bed and I went to sleep. And that was like at 5 something, I think. And then at like, I'm gonna say maybe it was like 7 something, 8 something maybe. I was halfway up. Like sometimes I do that. I don't be all the way asleep. I was like halfway up, and um, I heard him. He didn't scream like a scream, but he was like yelling like he had a nightmare. So I jumped out of bed and I went in his room like automatically. If you're a mama, daddy, if you're a parent, you could be knocked out. You hit him and you just up. You ain't even think about it. Your body just jump up. So I just jumped out of bed and next thing I knew I was in his room. And he was laying there and I'm like, you okay? What's going on? You had a nightmare? And he said no. And he went back to sleep. So I don't know. So after that, I just sat there on the floor next to his bed for a minute, and he was just knocked out. Like nothing happened. Like he didn't just yell like he had a nightmare. But while I was asleep, I thought he had got in bed with me. I felt a presence, and I thought he had got in bed with me. But like I said, I was half asleep. So, I opened my eyes, and he wasn't in bed with me. And the side of the bed where I felt the presence, or I saw the presence, I was laying on that side. So I'll just I'll confer with Source on that and see what that's about. But I know I got my ass up after he had that nightmare. I got up, I went got some Florida water and I sprayed it around his bed over him while he was asleep. Then I went to bed and I laid back down and went to sleep. So like was it like 9 something, I think? He actually got up and got in bed with me at like 9 something this rising. And I laid there for a little bit, but I knew I needed to get up. I was up and I knew I needed to get up and I laid there for a little bit. I got up at like 10 probably. I got out of bed at 10 and I just walked around the house, looked around the house, and um what did I do? I turned on my laptop. I was gonna finish getting this thing together because I'm trying to get my topics up down and stuff to make the videos actually talking about things to do with healing instead of just these updates. But I started on that yesterday, and I took over my laptop to do that, and it was like no connection. So I'm like, what's going on with the connection now? It's Mercury retrograde. It started on the 23rd. Is the energy already here? So that wasn't that. But my outline was still on the page. But when I click over to try to check my business email, and I didn't, I couldn't check it. I think so. It's like because this weekend, so it's been trying to get me to like relax and just not worry. It's the weekend. Stop, just stop. Balance, because I was getting off balance again. Starting to get tunnel vision and focus on, oh, I need to get this done, I need to get that done because I'm about to start something new, and I just want to make sure I have everything together before I start something new. So it's like, no, you need to rest. So I'm trying to do that. Trying to do that. I watched a couple movies yesterday. I watched like three. I watched two movies the day before yesterday, and I watched a movie today. Yesterday, one or two movies yesterday. Now, prior to yesterday and the day before, I haven't really been watching stuff because I've been getting in tunnel vision. I've been focused on doing the things that I need to do. But so it's like you need to, and the movies that I'm watching is like it's not the normal. Because before I was like into like the action, thriller, suspense. We got off that horror kick we was on. We got off that shit. Um, but like thriller, suspense, stuff like that. Um, Drama, but I'm starting to get off that too because what you consume is what your reality becomes. I don't want no dramatic ass life. I don't want to be in suspense. I don't want that. So that's cool to watch here and there, but not all the time. But lately, the movies I've been watching have been about like love, romance, um, about like just life and figuring things out. Like this one movie I was watching, it's called Perfect the something Perfect Little Things or something like that. But basically this girl and this dude, they were both experiencing um the same day over and over again, like the Truman Show, Groundhog's Day, like that. So a newer version of that, and they were both experiencing the same day over and over again. And I need to tell my sister about that movie. Um, and it was because they were holding on to certain things, basically like how you can stay stuck in the past. Oh, it kind of look at how it's bringing it all back together. 'Cause that's what I was trying to talk about. I keep saying call it. That's what I was on here, getting on here to talk about. Um, like how you can be stuck in the past. You're always thinking about the past, what you could have did, what you should have did, how it should have happened, how you wish this would be that way or whatever. Or you could be stuck in the future, like I get sometimes tunnel vision, not appreciating the right now. Like I was walking around, like I said, I got up, I went to sage the house. Um, I was like, after I rebooted the modems, I unplugged everything while I was on the phone with customer service, and then I went and plugged it back up. I still haven't even checked, but I went and plugged it all back up. But I was like, let me get this done because I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I went to sleep. But maybe I wasn't because the messages that I got today. So, um, I saged the house. I saged the house. I saged me. I saged Eli. He's still asleep in my bed. But I saged the house, and then I used my tuning bowls. Um, and I went around the house to get the frequency right, get the energy right, and the patio door still open, letting whatever that energy was that was in here, letting it the fuck out, get out. It does not belong here, so it's getting out, and that's good. But like you get in tunnel vision and you just focus on things, either in the future or you in the past, and you we are here for the now. That's what this 3D world is for. That's you asked to be here. People say I ain't asked to come here, talking about their parents, but actually you did. Your soul, your spirit did. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. You have to agree to come here. So while you are here, focus on the now. Be present. That's what I'm being taught. Be present in right now, because even though right now is not what you want, is not your future goal, is not the end game, you manifested this at some point. Like my place right now, I was starting to get, because I was so focused on the future, I was starting to not appreciate where I am now. But I worked so hard to get here, coming from the place that had the mold. So I was getting distracted because I was in tunnel vision about the future, about getting to where I wanted to be, that I wasn't appreciating where I am now. So sources telling me you getting off balance again. We our goal at this point in journey in this life that I'm living, my life journey, is balancement. So I can't be too focused on the future. I can't be too focused on fixing the past, because you can't fix the past. You can learn from the past. So you go back to the past to get the lessons from the past. And you take those lessons, you take that wisdom from those experiences, and you utilize them for your present to get you to your future. But you cannot neglect your present for your future or your past, because you're going to get stuck, and the present is gonna always be present. It keeps moving. Your future becomes this right now. I've I had deja vu the other day. I keep having deja vu. I manifested this. I manifested this. This is my past future, but it's my current present. So I have to focus on this present and get things right in this present moment, so that I'll get to my future with ease. But if I'm just focused on the future and I'm only putting all of my energy into the future, I can't get there, because the present is what needs my attention, is what needs me to focus on it. So that was just a message that I had that I wanted to share. Plus the update. I'm gonna call the my doctor's office next week, probably Tuesday, and hopefully they have the results, and hopefully I can get in before the end of this week, Friday or something, because I just want to get in there and get my results. If we could do a televisit, I'll be cool with that. I just want to get that done and just know I ain't gonna be able to do a televisit, because they don't want me to come in and check my blood pressure and my weight and stuff. So once I get that done, um, I'll be just glad to have had that done. But I'm gonna still stick to being consistent and committed to my health, um, and continue to just exercise and drink my water, drink my mushroom coffee, my chlorophyll water with my supplements. Just cleanse and detox per usual. Get out there and get that sun, and be present. Spend time with my baby, like actual active time with me being present, not just us being in the same room and me working on this, or me trying to do this and do that, and him, playing with his Legos. We in the same room, but we are not actively, interacting with each other. So, like, we gonna do the hand mode today, and we went to Friday. That's another thing. Friday, um, insurance thing is irking my nerves. Like, but it with anything new, you learn. But it's just the system has been tripping, and I had to call this man back to do another step for the application, and I left a voicemail, and I was irritated because I had to call the customer service because it was a system, and the people had to tell me how to get back in there because they locked it, the application, and it was just like, man. So I got his voicemail, I left him a voicemail. At that point, I was irritated, and I was like, I need to get out the house. I can't be in this house. I got to get out this house. So, and Eli needed to get out and go, have some fun and interact with children. So we left and we went to the museum, and I recorded some stuff because we found a whole new part that we never been in. Like, we've been to that museum so many times because I got a season pass, so I'm gonna get my money's worth. We've been to that museum so many times, and we finally went to this part that I didn't even know was over there, because some people were coming out, and we the door opened, so we went in, and Eli was about to go. I say, no, no, wait, let's see what it is. So they had a whole little video presentation at first. It's called the Moon Base, Mission Moon Base, at Mosey Museum, and they had a whole little presentation, and it tell you, like, act like you getting on a spaceship, and y'all flying to the moon. So we did that, and then the other doors opened on the other side. And when I was in there and I kept seeing those sliding doors open, it reminded me of Z9 from the Disney Channel. I need to watch that. I tried to pull it up and it didn't come up, but I need to watch that. That was my show. I used to love that show, those movies. But so I watched, not watched. So we went in there, and it was so cool. Like, I'm gonna show y'all. I have to edit it because I took a few videos, but I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna make a video about Mosey Museum, the moon base exhibit, and we had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves, and then when we got out, Eli went. We was getting ready to leave because he said he was hungry. So we were getting ready to leave to go back home to go get something to eat. And then we passed the front. Like, at the front, they have different exhibits at different times. And it's the STEAM exhibit right now. So, our STEM, no, it's STEAM. It's called the STEAM exhibit. And so we went to that. We've been there a few times. Like, before that, it was like a match, like a toothpick exhibit, and it had built so many. I think I have video pictures of that too. I might add it to that video. But it was a toothpick exhibit, and so we went in there because they had other kids in there, and I was like, they have kids in there, you want to go play? Because early when we went in there, nobody was in there. So in that little area, so he went in there and he played with some kids. He was running around with this little boy, and I was glad he got some time to interact with children because um the kids that were living around here, it was wild. So, and I don't think they live around here no more because I don't really see them. Um, but we had a good time, and I'm happy that we did that because I felt better. He felt better. We got to get out the house and not be stuck in one, you know, on one lane. Now, after his after his what do you call it, follow-up appointment on the first, his follow-up appointment on the first, we get the results for the ADHD. um we will, and I think that's a televisit. I believe that's a televisit. So after his follow-up on the first, for the ADHD, um I'ma get him signed up for some classes because well, I gotta see because I don't think they start. I know the classes at the museum start on they start next month, September. I think they start next month. But that's like once a month. But I'm gonna get him. He said he wanted to do either karate or boxing, so I'm gonna get him signed up for that. And then so he'll have science, and then he'll have like karate or boxing for like PE. And then they have this reading program that I found out about. I have to find that. I'm gonna try to get him signed up for that. But with the schedule that I have, I just have to get my I have to figure that out before I can sign him up for all of that stuff because I don't want to sign him up for things and then I can't do it. So anything that I get him signed up for is gonna have to work around that schedule for now until until I can get my business going and really flowing the way it need to flow. But for right now, I gotta be present. I can't, try to jump. Can't jump to Z when I'm at C. So I'm just doing what I need to do, staying present, appreciating the present, being grateful for how far I have come because at one point this was a wish, a manifestation for me. So I'm being grateful for where I am and just taking the steps towards the future, but not getting sucked into the future. So that was just the message for today and the update. I'm gonna upload the video for the mission moon base exhibit at the Mosey Museum. All right, peace, fam. Y'all have a great day.